7-year-olds, first semi-final. Ben Longley away well on the inside, but it looks like Finn Phillips may have just grabbed the early lead. Ben Longley's up in the second, Ben Mosley's up in the third. Coming down the second straight now. And it's Finn Phillips out of Bournemouth, your early leader, looking good. From in second place, Ben Longley. Looks like Darragh Busbridge has worked his way through to the qualifying spots. He's now moving into second ahead of Longley. Mosley's hanging on. Samson Townsend and Freddie Dubman are going to try to get that fourth spot. Phillips is looking good. So too is Busbridge. Longley's also going to go through. Who's going to get the fourth? It looks like Ben Mosley's going to get there. And Ben Mosley qualifies. Gavin Orin and Gachu leads them out in the second semi-final for the 7-year-old. Blaney's there in the second. Sonic Hardy's in there as well in the mix as they come back towards us now. And here's Gavin Orin and Gachu, who was in front, but now Kai Blaine has come through to take that early lead. So Blaney's in leader, and Gachu's in second. Sonic Hardy's in third, and in fourth spot at the minute is Finley Collis. Looks like Harry Keatley's trying to work hard. It's all on that full spot at the minute. Keats gone through. So coming back towards me now. Kai Blaine's going through no problem. So too's in Gachu. Then it looks like 019 was next. That was Card. Eight-year-old set now for their first semi-final. Elsa Rendell Todd. How much longer will she have a W1 on her plate? She's out there in front in this one. Will Pickering is in there in the 2. Livingstone's in there in 3 for Andover. Looks like we've had carnage. Lucy Simpson's gone wrong, among others. All on that first straight, but Elsa Rendell Todd, the managers avoid the trouble. Pickering's got the 2. The Raul Stefanovs was another. As here we go, more from the 8-year-olds again, the second semi-final, where we have leading them out, Zander Mabarani right out there in front, Summerfield's there in the 2, Trowbridge up the 3. That's the order as they come back towards me now, down the second straight they come. Sanders out there in front, Summerfield is there in the 2, Trowbridge has worked his way into 3. Then it looks like the Sooner is in the 4th spot, the number 12 plate showing is Harrison Davis. And Zach Kennard is there with work to do if he wants to go through to the A final. Zander Mabarani right out there in front. Summerfield is 2. These two look like they're going through no problem. Trowbridge is going to go through as well there in the 3. And also coming through for 4 is Harrison Davis. Those are your qualifiers. Semi-final number 5 is for the 9-year-olds. First semi-final for these guys. Lucy Hart, I should say, out there in front. Here she comes back towards us now. Pistol Patton going with her there in the 2. Then we've got in the 3, the number 15 player, Arda Esselmont is up in the 3rd, and Ewan Monday's in 4. Oscar Alvarez is in the unlucky 5 at the minute. Oh, right, it goes down and takes out someone else. That looks like that might have been Dylan Tattersall going down. But coming down, Patton's got through to take the win, but they're both going through. Hutt's going through. So too is Esselmont and Monday. So semi-final then. For the 9-year-olds. Sophie Smith out there in front, Lewis Fletcher's there in the 2, Warfield's in 3, Kirkman's in 4, and Lewis Longley in the 5 at the minute. So coming through then to take the win, it's going to be Otis Miller taking the win. There we go, Casey Markley up the inside, gets the early lead. Davis is in there as well, Simpson's trying to go with him. Josh Dupree's also in the mix as well with Oscar Simpson. So those are the first 5, only 4 to go through. And it is Markley out there in front. Simpson's there in the 2. Casey Markley, Oscar Simpson, Max Davis, and Josh Dupree's moving through ahead of Cam Daly. So So coming into the last turn now, Casey Markley looking like he's going through no problem. Oscar Simpson, he's there in the 2. Also going through, looks like Max Davis and Josh DePries. Second semi-final for the 10-year-olds. Joyce has got away well. Also going away well, look like Rossi O'Brien and Billy Brown. So out there in front, Joyce is the early leader, and here comes Billy Brown. And also in there, Kai Kemp and Harry McCann. That's the order. Rossi O'Brien is shuffled back down to 5th spot at the minute. And he's trying to close in that gap there on McCann. Coming back towards me now. It looks like it's going to be a semi-final win here for Billy Brown.
Yeah, he's repping the 250 shirt.
Whoa, close. Close to the 4th spot. 11-year-olds this time around. Ben Davey then leading around there. 4-5-7, your early leader. Followed in second, diving up there, 23 and 24, Kennard and Rocco Dove. Ryan Barnes is in there as well, trying to hold off the attention of Sean Berry. But as they come back towards me now, Davies going through no problem, so too is Dove. Kennard, who's got the last spot. It looks like Ryan Barnes. 11-year-olds first semi-final, here we go. Second semi-final, should say. Blake is out there in front. Thurlow's there in the 2. Robert Hudson 3, Bill American 4. And then you've got to go back to Nico Satchel in 5. Who I think is going to have to rely on accidents to go through, but as they come through, looks like Thurlow's going through as the winner. Craig, he's going to go through in second. Merrick and Head, your other qualifiers. Open cruiser, here we go. Ben Maynard gets into turn number 1. Your early leader, Corrigan and Fletcher going with him as well. Howard Blakes is there in the 4. Those are the 4 spot fillers at the minute. Maynard out there in front. Corrigan's down in 5th spot, so it's Paul Terry there in 3rd place in 4. Corrigan with work to do if he's to go through. Maynard out there in front, Fletcher in the 2, Terry in 3. Here comes Corrigan, to try and go underneath Howard Blakes. Howard Blakes holding on. Looks like Blakes is going to make it. Maynard going through, Fletcher, Terry and Blakes.
Check that new shirt out, Tommy, look at that.
Woo. New Hawk shirt out there in front. Warfield's the man wearing it. He's there. In the lead. Warfield is out there in front. Reed in second. Boughton in 3rd. Whittaker in 4. Robinson's in 5. Spillers and Pritchard next with Keith Brown. That's the order as they come back towards me now. Warfield looking good here. He's going through with Reed. Bowen trying to hold on, Robinson going through as well, Whittaker unlucky in 5. 12-year-olds now, Ben Curlin already trailblazing down that second straight. Here he goes, putting on a show and also getting plenty of airtime. In that second, the 42 of Caden James. Nathan DePrey's up in the 3rd, and in 4th place, Carmel Sullivan with Samuel Wright trying to improve on that 5th place if he's to get through the 2 delays A final. As they come down the final straight now, Curlin is out the front. He's in the total 7 from in 2nd place. Looks like James, then in 3rd, it looks like Nathan DePrey, and he's followed home by Carmel Sullivan. 14-year-olds down the track, who's got a stab in this one? It looks like 699 Tyler Coombs getting a bit of a spin on there, but he's out there in front. Harvey Short is there in the 2. Emily Hutt back in the 3. George Flory's in 4. And it looks like these 4 have pulled away from the rest of the field. On we go then, semi-final number 1 for the 13-year-olds. Morgan Whiteley's been looking good all day. He's out there in front in this one. Monday's there in the 2. Campbell in 3. And Alvarez in 4. Dan Pierce back in the 5. And Cameron Classes in 6. As they come back into the final turn now. And it looks like Whiteley is out there in front. Campbell's moved through the 2. It won't bother Alan Monday. He's going through it all. Who wants the 4th place? Dan Pierce. May have just got there ahead of Alvarez. Hard to call. So semi-final number 16, the 13-year-old state semi-final. And it's Ty Sullivan out there in front with both the Otago with him, then Ashley Rogers. And Tyler Carter's in 4. Already into the final straight. Sullivan out there in front. Poland's going through as well. And who wants 3 and 4? It's Rogers and Carter. Semi-final number 1 for the 14-year-olds. Ethan Craig condemning the board 1 and 2. Craig already pulling away down the second straight. Here he comes. Laborde is there in the 2. Izzy Pope is in 3. And Josh Marlon is back in 4. And Samuel Hay bearing down on Marlon, so it's going to be battle there for 4 spot as they go back towards us now. Craig going through with the board, no problem. Izzy Pope also looking good. And can Josh Marlon hold on? It looks like he is. Marlon's going to take the last spot. Semi-final number 18, the 14-year-old second semi-final. Matt Hart involved in this one. He's there in the 2 spot just behind Nick Oaten. It's Oaten out there in front. Hart's going after him though. So only the first 4 going through, but Matt Hart doesn't want to finish behind anyone. Callum Davis is back in the 3rd and Broden Smith back in the 4. Coming down now into the last turn. And it is Oaten and Hart. They're both going through by the looks of things. Oaten going through, and so too is Hart. And it's all on the top. Davis is going through. But now and Smith.